I've had some requests to go over well skating. I've done a strand skating video and a shadow skating video, which are both hunter skating techs. But I've had some requests for well skating. Well skating is very popular. I'm sure everybody who is seeing this video has heard of it. But if you have not, well skating is a combination of using the eager edge perk on your eager edge sword, either other half or half truths, a jump, and the super Well of Radiance. You need two things for this. You need a sword with eager edge. Doesn't have to be enhanced, it can be normal. Enhanced does give bigger lunge distance and longer duration of the perk, but normal eager edge works just fine, and I'll just be using normal for demonstration purposes. And the other thing you need is Well of Radiance. A couple other things that you can add in to enhance your well skating are Icarus Dash to get some bounces and get some more distance, and Heat Rises to get more height or more distance. Heat Rises is best paired with a Firebolt, Fusion, or Healing Nade for the lower cooldowns. An easy way to practice well skating when you're still learning is in a private Mayhem match. I'd recommend going to the Eternity map in Mayhem, set the time limit to however long you want to practice. Score doesn't matter. Set the supercharge rate to 3 seconds and respawn time to 1. All right, we are in a private Mayhem match to practice well skating. Eternity is really good because of the heavy spawns. I think first heavy almost always or always spawns over here, which is kind of where you want it to be, because this is where you'll practice skating. As you can see, I already have my heavy and I've got my super, and I can start skating. So well skating is a combination of 3 inputs. I'm going to throw some inputs up on screen so you guys can follow along. So I've thrown some inputs up on screen. As you can see, if I press space, space lights up. And I usually have super on F, but I don't have F on this overlay. This one I've used for shadow skating, so I'm just repurposing it for well skating. For the purposes of this video, just assume that when I'm pressing X, I am pressing super. As you can see. Pressed X and my super went out. Okay, so well skating. 3 inputs. Heavy attack, which for me is right click, jump, and super. The thing that you want to focus on for well skating is making sure that the jump and super are as close together as possible. So you can practice that by jumping and immediately pressing super, and if your feet barely touch the ground, you're doing it right. I don't want it to look like that. I want it to look more like this, where I'm starting to place the well as soon as my feet hit the ground. Once you get your wells to look like that, you can throw an eager attack into the combo. So you just start it off, pull out your sword, heavy attack, jump, and super. Another thing that you can add in there at the end is a jump. So it will be heavy attack, jump, super, jump. And this second jump will activate your glide, and you can gain elevation. Now that you've seen normal well skating, just in a straight line, I can show you the purposes of adding in Heat Rises and Icarus Dash. So Icarus Dash is used if you would like to bounce off of a wall or maybe stop your momentum without taking damage, because if I skate straight into a wall like this, it'll leave me at 1 HP. But if I want to skate into a wall and bounce off of it, I can Icarus Dash just as I'm about to hit the wall, and I won't take any damage. I'll actually bounce off of it. Now, on PvP maps, it's not great to test how heat rises works with wall skating, but I can do a short little demonstration. Usually when you're going long distances, you want to well skate by heavy attacking, jumping, and pressing super, and then after you start gliding, with the reactivation of your jump, you start immediately popping your grenade for heat rises. This will make it so your glide will last as long as the heat rises buff is there. And you can keep on tapping jump on and off to maintain the speed. You may have seen this in King's Fall speedruns where people are crossing the ship's part of the raid, and heat rises is necessary there to make it across. Now I'm going to show you a little bit what that will look like with heat rises. And as you can see, I popped my grenade, but there is a height limit on this map, so I couldn't really bounce up or anything, but that's pretty much what it would look like. Now, if you want to go into Nessus to practice, I'd recommend launching into somewhere where there's a public event nearby so you can rally and get your super. But you might want to do this after you've found yourself some consistency in private matches. So as you can see, I have found a rally flag, got my super, and now I'm gonna go to the cistern. All right, if you watched my shadow skating video, you can tell that I kind of like to skate in the cistern. The cistern's great for sparrow flying and skating because of the big wide open areas. You can just kind of test everything. So this is a great little sandbox area to just fool around. Something to do to improve consistency with your Wellskate is to make sure that you're timing your inputs with when your feet are about to leave the edge, no matter how far away you're standing. So if I'm standing back here, I want to press jump and super when my feet get there. If I'm standing right here, I want to press it almost immediately after I heavy attack. So here's a demonstration of me standing further away and still hitting the Wellskate. The timings weren't too different, but they were different enough that you should pay attention to it until you're hitting it like it's second nature. So once you're hitting these consistently, you're no longer going to 3-orb, and nobody's going to laugh at you when they see this in the feed.
Incoming Cabal construct.
So good luck, have fun practicing, and just understand that this is not the easiest thing in the game, so it will take time. The more you practice, the better you'll get at it. So if you liked the video, leave a like below, leave a comment if you have any questions, hop into my Discord, that will be in the description if you want some more personal help with any of the skating techniques that I have in any of my videos. And drop a subscription if you liked my video and want to see more.